over at BSU. Again, it takes place at Bridgewater Middle School, located at 416 Center Street from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be crafters, artisans, vendors, music, food, and so much more for people of all ages to enjoy. Live performances get underway at 11 a.m. and it is a free event. However, there may be costs for some of the activities and vendors. And the day concludes with a carnival at Legion Field with plenty of music, rides, and food, all leading up to a huge fireworks display at 9:30. I had a chance to talk to a member of the 4th of July committee and a familiar face here at BTV, Jeff Fowler, about the day and how the community and those from other cities and towns can help out keeping this tradition going for many years to come. Jeff, it seems like we come out here every year and we talk about the funds for the 4th of July. A lot of people are new to town. They may think, well, this is a line item in the budget, the police, fire, school, highway, 4th of July. When in all actuality, it's not. The 4th of July is paid for 100% by the townspeople and any donations they get.
So this is an excellent way for the people of Bridgewater to showcase their community and to showcase their pride. And you're right, John, so the people of the town support 100% of this, and it's a great way for us to invite our friends from surrounding communities to come in. And I think it really is deserving of the pride that the folks of Bridgewater have in putting on this event.
And it's crazy to think that we're here right now. This is completely empty. But come the 4th of July at 9:30, there's going to be between, 10 and 12,000 people here, not just from Bridgewater, but as you mentioned, Brockton, West Bridgewater, the list goes on and on. This has turned into quite the party because obviously we have a lot of music, a lot of food, but we also have a lot of rides as well.
So it's a great event. It's one of few communities who actually celebrate on July 4th itself. So it's a great option. You know, the fireworks we pretty much do just after dusk, so right around 9:30. It's late enough so that you have a nice dark sky, but it's early enough so folks can get out of here. And if they are working the next day, they can get home at a halfway decent time. So it really is a nice balance. And you're right, so we'll have the field to be full of rides. We'll have all kinds of food this year. We have a great variety of food coming in. And most importantly, all the folks out there in TV land that'll be joining us and packing the field. It's a great family event too, which is awesome.
And one of the things I enjoy seeing is on the other side of this camera, there's a great sunset that usually happens on the 4th of July at 9:30. Everyone can kind of watch that. It's a great photo opportunity as well. But for those who are interested in perhaps helping out the 4th of July committee, I know you guys just continue plowing on through. The planning for 4th of July 2023 starts July 5th this year. If people are interested in helping out, what's the best way to reach out?
So there's actually multiple ways you can do it, and there's also 2 groups that you can help. So, myself and some of my comrades, of course, I'm not the leader of the committee. That's all Lisa Bazell-Curley, but, we do put on the parade and also the fireworks, but also Nora Tarr tag teaming with the Arts and Music Festival, which important to note, we should mention this year has a new location. So that'll be at the Bridgewater Middle School, the old high school. I think it's going to be a great option for everybody to, you're very welcome to park, and there'll be plenty of parking. There'll be great access to that event. And so if you'd like to help either event, Bridgewater MA 4th will get you in touch with everything going on with the morning and the evening event, or Bridgewater 4th will also get you in touch with events going on in the afternoon. And either website will cross-link and cross-promote the entire day's worth of events. And you can donate by check, you can donate by PayPal, Venmo, just see a committee member. They will accept cash as well along the parade route and along Legion Field. And I should say that literally any amount matters. It all adds up. You'd be very surprised how many $1 bills do add up at the end. It's a fantastic event for the day, for the town. I think it's something that the people of Bridgewater really look forward to every year. And it does, costs have gone up I'd say this year, it's probably going to cost us about just under $40,000 to put on the event. So there are some expenses involved, but we do try to keep the expenses at a minimum as much as possible. We have some great corporate sponsors with us every year, and we also have the same vendors in many cases that have come back every year, so that's definitely helped as well.
It's a good cheat day, I think, the 4th of July. Maybe
sure
cheat off that diet for a little bit. And I think you said it perfectly. I think you've said it in years past as well. Throw a $1 bill in there, throw a $5 bill in there. Every little bit helps, which is awesome to see the community getting behind this effort. And also the 4th of July, a great chance to see if that Uncle Sam costume still fits. I mean, I have the Uncle Sam t-shirt. We're still a couple weeks from when we're actually recording this out,
That's
so
true.
that could be very interesting to see. But nonetheless, Jeff, thank you very much for talking about some of the 4th of July festivities and how to help out a great community cause.
And this is the man with the plan. He was here bright and early this morning. What time did you guys roll in this morning?
We got in about 9:30.
And about how many hours were you out on the field setting up?
Oh, since then,
Well, it's quite impressive. You've got, I see 2 different displays. This row of mortar shells over here, and then what have we got out a little further out on the field?
those are the cakes. That's so the people up close get a real good view of the ground fireworks.
And how many shells are out there, would you say,
I
Alex?
couldn't tell you, I don't add them up. There's so many. Some of those cakes are 100 shots each.
Wow. And like I said, how many hours would you say, like this particular display? I know you guys got, like I said, got here pretty early this morning, and you were wiring right up until the last minute tonight?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Locke. The 4th of July is quickly approaching, which means Bridgewater is making the final preparations before a very busy day, and we're here to tell you about what to expect on the 4th. Starting at 10 a.m. is the annual parade with the creative floats driving through the familiar route for everybody to enjoy. Things start off on Grove Street, merging onto Summer Street, and from there it's a trip around a couple of blocks with a right onto Dean Street, a right onto Worcester Street, and a right onto Route 18. The parade will go through the northbound side of the Common before a turn at the Lucky Star gas station and a right back onto Summer Street. No doubt traffic is going to be affected, so you'll want to make some alternative travel plans as the affected roads will be closed before, obviously during, and shortly after the parade on the 4th. Now, after the final float drives by, it'll be time for the Arts and Music Festival, and there is a significant change here for this tradition, as this year will take place. Good morning, happy 4th of July. John Locke, Mary Evers here with you.
All right, I think we're here. Hey, I can hear myself. That's a good thing.
I can hear myself, not sure if it's good.
Other people can hear us, though.
Well, they're turning in, so it's on their heads.
All right, nonetheless, John Locke, Mary Evers here with you as we welcome you to the 4th of July parade coverage and the start of a very long day here in town. The parade obviously coming through in just a little bit, but we have the Arts and Music Fest, we have fireworks, a carnival.
Yeah.
Really just a day full of fun coming up here in Bridgewater.
There is no excuse to not be doing anything in the town of Bridgewater today. That's for sure.
So the Arts and Music Festival taking place over at Bridgewater Middle School, also may know it as the Mitchell at the Middle, or if you're an old-fashioned person like me, the old BR High School. So any of those schools, make sure you go there. It is on Center Street. That takes place until 3 o'clock. The fireworks and the carnival, that is going to start at 4 o'clock, the carnival, thanks to a great amusement company, and we're going to have a lot of food there as well. The fireworks get started, live performances at 9 o'clock, the fireworks at 9:30, and everything that you're seeing here at the parade, also down at Legion Field starting at 4 o'clock, that's all fundraising money that came from people in the community and around the community. Everything that you're going to see here today, about $40,000, that's all thanks to fundraising.
Yeah, and a lot of local businesses as well donated, and some of them even helped the 4th of July committee host fundraisers. So I know that, you know, everyone in the community, whether you be a citizen or a business owner, has helped out in some way, and now they get to reap the benefits of that and get to enjoy a really great day put on by the 4th of July committee.
So you may be asking yourself, we're hearing about all this fundraising, how can we actually help out? Well, there's actually a lawn sign here. Nothing beats props at the 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
Never got the snappers as a kid, but I got a sign.
There it
If
is.
you'd like to support the 4th of July committee, there you go. You can go to Venmo, BW4 of July. Also send checks to P.O. Box 390, Bridgewater, Mass. 02324. There's another line on there for PayPal. You can read it on there. But everything that gets fundraised, that goes to the 4th of July committee, making sure that we do have 4th of July festivities coming up for years to come. I don't know if it's safe to move the sign. There we go. It is safe to move the sign. So you're going to see a bunch of these lawn signs all throughout the community, and great to know that everything that gets fundraised, it doesn't go to, you know, different line items in the budget. It's all fundraising, and That's how you really get 4th of July really to be a community-oriented event.
Oh yeah, and you know what, the people that are on the committee have worked so incredibly hard, especially in the last couple of weeks, in the run-up to this event. Basically, between the end of the school year and now is just 4th of July madness around town. And I think we got a parade starting behind us.
So we're going to step aside. We'll talk to you in just a little bit. Enjoy the beginning of the Bridgewater 4th of July parade. So I wasn't sure if I could talk, if I could hear those. That's probably the loudest part of my year right there when the fire trucks go through.
Yeah, and you know what? The best thing about the fire trucks is that it proves a point that we didn't touch upon earlier, was that despite the fact that this is Bridgewater's 4th of July celebration, so many other communities in the area are also heavily involved. So obviously you saw East Bridgewater, West Bridgewater, Rainham, and Easton's fire department showing up for the Bridgewater 4th of July, which is awesome, and it just kind of shows the community aspect of not just this community, but the one surrounding it as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we talked about it earlier, but just this crowd that we have here on Route 18, this is kind of the main stage, if you will. We start seeing people come in at around 8:15 in the morning for a parade that starts at 10.
Yeah.
So it just shows the dedication and really just what type of place this event has here in Bridgewater.
Right, especially if you don't live on the parade route traditionally. This is kind of the best place to watch the parade is coming down to the common. A lot of the local businesses are still open, so you can get breakfast or lunch or just hang out in this area while you're waiting for the parade. So it's a great place to watch it.
So we're going to get to some of the local floats coming up in just a little bit. Obviously, a bit of a buffer zone, understandably, between the fire trucks and the rest of the floats. Never want to be that first float behind the fire trucks.
Yeah, because I feel like you can never figure out how much space is the right amount of space.
Although if you're behind a fire truck, there's a few hundred feet. I shouldn't be one to talk about, how far you should be driving behind a fire truck. But
yeah, well, neither one of us should, but that's besides the point.
So the National Retail Federation came out with a survey recently about 4th of July spending, and I already spoiled it for you earlier.
Yep.
But how about this? When it comes to per person spending on food items, per person, $84 being spent per person for the 4th of July celebrations.
That's crazy. Crazy.
You want to talk inflation? That's nuts.
Well, to be fair, 4th of July has to be one of the biggest cheat days in the year, right? Because there's so much good carnival food, especially down in Legion Field in Bridgewater. Fried dough, fried Oreos, which is a personal favorite of you and I, pizza. They had food from different types from all over the world last year.
I'm getting hungry already, and it's only, 10:15, 10:25 in the morning as we see BFW Post 2125 coming by, followed by the Bridgewater Town Council. See Dennis Gallagher, the council president Fred Chase, Sean George, Dr. Kevin Perry, and going to be followed up here by Angelo D'Amelia.
Yeah, Angelo D'Amelia is the representative from the 8th Plymouth District for the last 12 years. He serves on the Joint Committee for Ways and Means, the Joint Committee on Higher Education, and a few other House committees. The state rep is a Bridgewater resident and owns a small business in town.
And followed by him is the Bridgewater Communities for Civil Rights for 6 years, the BCCR standing against social injustice, intolerance, and hate. Follow them on Facebook by searching Bridgewater Communities for Civil Rights. And behind them is the Mandela Fellowship Program, the return of the program for the first time, I believe, since 2019 in full force. So great to see them coming to Bridgewater, taking in the 4th of July celebrations here locally.
Yeah, and the Mandela Fellows have become such a big part of BSU as a school and this neighborhood because they're always here on during the summer, and finally they've come back after COVID, which is great. And it's always fun to meet them and learn about where they come from and help them learn about America. So it's so much fun having them around.
You saw a banner there for St. Thomas Aquinas Vacation Bible School. Takes place from August 15th through the 19th, open to children ages 4 to kids entering 6th grade. Registration tickets start at $50. And for more information, you can visit stthomasaquinas.com. And here comes the prize card. Again, never had one of those noisemaker packs.
I can't believe you've never
had
one of those.
I feel like it's just a waste of money because once you go through today, it's useless.
I'm pretty sure you missed out on a key part of your childhood by never having one of those.
Never had the noisemaker.
Did you at least have a sword?
A what?
A sword?
Like a big sword? Yes.
Yeah, like the ones that they sell in the carts.
Yes, I've had those. I thought you were talking real sword.
No one wants you to have a real sword, John.
All right, here comes pack 23. Coming down the common here. And you have to imagine for the kids, it's such a great day for them, a day they look forward to because they take center stage here walking down Route 18.
Yeah, and I know when I was growing up, I always had more fun marching in parades than I ever did watching them. So I know that these guys are having a great time. It's fun when you have all these people in the town waving at you and clapping for you when you're going through the town.
Followed by them is Troop 31. And I've said this in the past, the only parade I was ever in was the Brockton Christmas parade. I was on a float with Santa Claus.
I was in the Charlestown Bunker Hill Day parade 8 years in a row, I think, doing different things, raising money for, my sports teams. And a couple of years I was a water girl for the bagpipe band. I always love being in the parade.
Meanwhile, I'm that guy that likes to just kind of hang out on the sides.
So you chose a career in television.
Yeah, it works out perfect. Got the Girl Scout Daisy group coming up here. This is a one-stop shop when it comes to building your kindergartner or first grade social skills and giving her an extra bit of stability in this ever-changing world. To sign up for the Daisies, visit girlscouts.org.
We've had the Girl Scouts at the studio a couple times giving them tours, and it's always so much fun to teach them some of the stuff that we do at the studio. And behind the Girl Scouts, we have Central Square Church. Located just across the common from us right now, the Central Square has services in person on Sundays at 10 a.m. and they're also live streamed on the church's Facebook page. They also offer opportunities for community outreach, including today, where Al Lacerda's Photography is offering free family photos. You can find out more by visiting csccucc.org.
I'm sorry, what was that website again, Mary?
It is csccucc.org.
Hey, they're becoming a pro at this. Here come the Bridgewater Badgers football program, helping players prepare for future football stars, and they teach kids as young as 7 as they come by here. And their Super Bowl history is second to none, one of the most successful youth football programs here in Massachusetts. For more information, search online, Bridgewater Badgers Youth Football. I think I said words there. I don't know. There was a lot of screaming.
There's a lot of screaming. Those kids were really excited about being on TV.
It's either a truck or a train. This is Bridgewater Youth Soccer, encouraging interest in rec soccer activities for local children. And they're actually partnering with Everton FC to bring the Premier League experience to Bridgewater participants as they get a shirt, ball, individualized evaluation by Everton FC coaches.
You want to feel old, John? That road kindergarten sign just said that this was the BR class of 2035.
What's really sad is I've done these parades for about 12 years now, so that first group I saw just graduated high school.
Oh my God, you're old, John.
I'm dressed up as Uncle Sam. I'll get the gray beard by the end of the day. Class of 2035 rolling on by here in the Common for the 4th of July parade.
I'm just saying, John, that BR graduation in 2035 is going to be a long day because it's a lot of kindergartners.
So if I do the math out right, that's probably putting me at what? It's got to be 45?
Why would you want to do the math?
It's a good way to spark a conversation here. That's what we do here at BTV. We start conversations.
Hey, that kid on the end's got your glasses.
So I'm a trendsetter, that's what it means.
Fair enough. Behind Road to Kindergarten, we have Keeping Pace with Multiple Miracles, statewide nonprofit support network for families and families-to-be of multiple birth children. The center of operations is located in West Bridgewater, but anybody can help by donating to their boutique or volunteer or paying it forward. For more information on Keeping Peace, visit keepingpace.org.
Now I have to say, that person that was rolling by on the skates, very talented, holding the truck, also riding on skates.
That seems dangerous to me. I never would be brave enough to try that.
So as the rest of the Keeping Pace crew comes down, we have the 4th of July committee behind them. You're going to spot a very familiar suit. We talked about the 4th of July committee and their work. Nancy Wood, Keith Buell, Norm Chipman, Lisa Curley, of course, Uncle Sam himself, Jeff Fowler, the BTV station manager. And I mean, it just kind of looks right. Being in a suit, in a Corvette, the work level may be a little low today for Jeff.
We spent our entire morning setting up for this, and there goes Jeff in his convertible. But no, the 4th of July committee does such a great job every year, and they work incredibly hard, so they deserve a spot in a ride in the parade.
Saudi America's Little Angel preschool float riding by. They're located in Bridgewater at 340 Pleasant Street. The school, an early childhood education provider that serves children Mondays through Fridays. And the school can accommodate up to 24 children in a safe, secure, and licensed facility.
Behind them, we have the 7 Line Project Jeeps. This Massachusetts nonprofit 501c3. Jeep owners come together to support their area through events and fundraisers.
You see the little rubber ducky on top?
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's them or somebody else that owns a Jeep, but anytime somebody sees a Jeep, they put one of those little rubber duckies that's on the windshield here on a bumper.
That's actually really cool.
There's a couple people I know with a Jeep, and one of them actually did get tagged. I forgot the rubber ducky in the truck, but
Oh, well, you know, it happens sometimes.
it had ears. I mean,
I always like how much they decorate all the cars for the parade. It's so much fun to see the different things that they do to float up their Jeeps for the parade.
float up.
Float up. That's I'm going to coin that, and it's going in the dictionary.
I don't know if that was trying to make a pun or just trying to make a point, so we'll just let that one ride out. Baja men blaring from one of the Jeeps. Ultimate
John,
one-hit wonder group.
Who did let the dogs out? You don't know? All right.
I don't
You
know.
seem pretty guilty to me. I feel like there are more Jeeps this year than there were last year.
They do put advertisements out on Facebook looking for a bunch of Jeep owners. There's a lot of parades that take place at some nursing homes as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they do a lot of great work, not just in Bridgewater, but all around southeastern Massachusetts.
Very nice, very nice.
And I talked about the 4th of July spending as we continue to see these Jeeps drive by. I always like to bring up the work of the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council. It's a real thing. Search for it online. How about this? Boston in 2021, 6th when it comes to hot dog spending. Last year, number 1, LA. When it comes to sausage spending, Boston ranking number 7. New York is ranked 1st. For more information on the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, because why wouldn't you want to get more information from them, visit hot-dog.org. It's a .org for the National Hot Dog Council.
You would think that New York would have a higher hot dog consumption with just having the hot dog eating contest in Coney Island every year.
You know what that means? There's a lot of work for Boston to do to catch up.
I guess so, but I will not be helping them catch up.
Let them relish in their moment.
That's all. Oh, God. Hey, look, an old Jeep. Let's just
mustered
ignore
up the courage for these puns here.
Let's just ignore John's puns.
Well, the puns stop, but the Jeeps keep going. And I see a lot of Jeeps driving through Bridgewater every day. So it kind of makes sense to just see this convoy of Jeeps coming down.
Yeah, it's a popular car.
Brian Barrard drives a Jeep.
Does he? Now, this is one of my favorite parts of any parade. Just the old Army trucks and Jeeps and machinery. It's always so much fun. I'm a bit of a history nerd, so I like that kind of stuff.
No, it's good to see some of the traditional parade equipment and different floats coming down. And while you look forward to the future, always good to check back to the past, especially in Bridgewater, where we continue to grow and we still kind of hold on to that grassroots effort that we point out on BTV throughout the year.
It looks like coming up we got some cheerleaders. I can't tell. I assume they're BR. I can't tell from here.
There's pom-poms, so you're probably right saying they're cheerleaders.
Oh, yep, BR cheerleaders. And they're very, very talented. They're cheerleaders.
They won a state championship, I believe, a few years ago.
Yep.
And got a police escort back to the high school to celebrate.
Also, John, this is my favorite part of parades. Candy.
Never really a Sour Patch person.
If it's free, it's for me. Send me your candy.
The mailbox is going to fill up with a bunch of candy, I have a feeling now.
As it should. The last parade I attended as a spectator, I had an argument with a 9-year-old over a pack of Smarties. So there you go.
Then at the Celtics parade, when you were probably like 10 years old, 12 years old, you got into a fight with your brother. So.
Okay, right. That was not something you needed to bring up.
Unfortunately, the parade in 2008 didn't happen in 2022.
No,
but nonetheless, we digress. Here comes Bluestone Bank, a big partner in some community events, especially the 4th of July parade. Also, Christmas on the Common, they play a key role as well.
Always very involved in all town events. And they get a band. We always love people who bring a band.
The band is on the street. Not really the same as the field, but
beginning to wish I got one of those hats.
That would have been
Very
good.
festive.
I,
Very
kinda-
festive.
I like the Uncle Sam outfit this year. This may be a keeper as we see Bluestone Bank drive by here. They are located in the Common at the intersection of, I believe that's 18 and 104, if I have my streets right.
And they brought puppies.
Always good to see the dogs at the parade. I think we got Julie's Studio of Dance behind the bank here.
Back in 2018, they were voted the region's favorite dance studio of the 14 area towns. They're located in West Bridgewater at 41 Keenan Street and feature multiple dance floors, including one measuring over 2,000 square feet. They just had an open house this Saturday, but you can get more information by logging on to juliestudioofdance.com.
Do you think they know how to do the Cotton Eye Joe?
I'm sure they can do it way better than you can.
If I didn't fall in that ditch, then I probably would have done it tonight.
Oh, the ditch. So you're already coming up with excuses as why you can't dance at the gazebo tonight.
Always good to have a backup excuse. The Asamaquin Women's Club of the Bridgewater started in 1898. You can find them on Facebook. Search Bridgewater Asamaquin Women's Club. As they typically take care of that little house that you see there at the intersection just down the street from us. They hung a wreath there, I believe, a couple years ago, and they usually keep up routine maintenance on the different flowers that you see there at the house as you sit at the stoplights. Mentioned the local grassroots effort. Thanks to the Bridgewater Business Association, a number of local businesses joined together and tried to help each other out, making their presence known here in the community. They do have Autumn Fest coming up in September. They have Christmas on the Common. That takes place in December. Santa Claus will be in attendance there.
That's true, and both of those events are great ways to go out and learn about local businesses and support them. You might not always know about everything that's going on in town, and new businesses are always popping up, so those are great places to come out and figure out what's around for you to do around here.
Go online, bridgewaterbiz.biz, for more information on the Bridgewater Business Association.
And coming up now, we have Miss Louise Prom Closet, located at 47 Broad Street, Suite 101, a great local option to rent prom dresses or bridal gowns, and they're always accepting donations. Open Wednesday and Thursday from 2 to 8, Friday noon to 6, and Saturday 10 to 4, or you can send them a message on Facebook. You can find them by searching Miss Louise Prom Clothes and Special Occasions Rentals.
Not cheap going to a prom.
It's not. No, it's very expensive.
I'm a male, and I can just imagine.
Yeah, you got to just rent your tux.
Yeah.
I had to buy dresses. Oh, yep. Someone from Sullivan Tire just gave us a Red Sox schedule for John because he needs that.
Always good to know when the Red Sox are playing and their bullpen is collapsing, but
Well,
I
you know what,
digress.
but
It's the 4th of July.
But at least if they win, the kids eat free.
Oh, look at that. Didn't realize I had candy on the ground here. Sour
Trolley.
Bright Crawlers. I think there's a 5-hour rule for candy on the ground on the 4th of
well,
July.
It's still in a package.
So we see a number of classic cars coming down the Common, and I have to say I'm kind of surprised that we haven't had the squirt guns coming out yet. I feel like
Yeah.
that's kind of a staple for the
Yep.
4th of July parade.
And I feel like it's a BTV rite of passage that if you host the parade, you get squirted with the gun at some point. So I'm on alert, John.
I do. I mean, I got this 4th of July sign that I held up earlier.
Yeah, you could block yourself with it.
I'm good. We got safety first and John first. How I roll in life.
It's incredible how well these old cars are taken care of so that they're still running properly after all these years. I mean, most of these cars are probably like older than our grandparents.
And there's a number of car shows. I believe at Sullivan Tire also there's one in Halifax.
Yep.
So it's great to see just all these old-time cars coming out and that community among the old-time car buyers as well.
And they drive these as their regular day cars as well. They're sometimes just walking around town and they're just driving by you. I'm like, oh, well, that car is crazy old.
I'm just going to get the sign ready because I see the baseball float coming by, so I'll let you read this one.
They always have the water guns.
There may be something for the baseball floats. I have no idea. But obviously they play their games down at Legion Field throughout the summertime.
And John is actually keeping this sign up right now. He's very afraid of water, apparently.
I am holding a microphone. There's electronics everywhere. You know, one drop of water, it's game over. But
I think you should get one of these costumes, John.
I mean, that would be a good costume for me.
Oh, Paul just got the Swedish fish. I'm jealous. Oh.
I feel like if I put a sign up, though, it's kind of a sign to go ahead.
Oh, yeah, they're going to use you as a target instead. Unless they're too excited about being on television. Yeah. Oh, yep, there it is. Got squirted.
All right, we're good so far. All right, we made it.
I didn't. I got some on my back.
The hay for that float donated by Hanson Farm. Just another indication of community helping community. The theme of the day, as again, you can help out the 4th of July committee fundraise for next year. BW 4th of July. Send checks to P.O. Box 390, Bridgewater, Mass. 02324.
You got more squirt guns, Sean.
All right. There we go.
Yep. And there you go.
Hey, I stopped it. I stopped it. The sign got a bath. We're killing two birds with one stone here today.
That sign has been outdoors for a while, so probably could use a bath. It didn't rain as much as it was supposed to on Saturday.
Paul Holmes, on the other hand, that's a different story. As we see Black Hat Brew Works coming down the common located at 1 Scotland Boulevard, Unit 1, started by two brothers a few years ago. Black Hat offers IPAs, ale, shandy, much more, while also being there for the community. On June 30th, 15% of sales was donated to the Animal Protection Center of Southeastern Massachusetts. And coming up on the 16th from noontime until 10 o'clock, 12 to 10, the second annual Operation Healing Our Heroes event will take place in the parking lot, again located at 1 Scotland Boulevard, Unit 1. For more information on Black Hat, follow them on Facebook. Just search Black Hat Brew Works.
And another big shout out to Black Hat Brew Works because they were one of the many businesses in towns that helped fundraise for the 4th of July this year. So they are truly always trying to help the community as much as they can. And they were giving out freeze pops, which I consider a great service to the men and women of Bridgewater.
That's the MVPs of the day as we see, I believe, the end of the parade coming down the stretch here. The motorcycle cops, also the Rainham Fire SUV, another VFW Post 2125 truck. That's Bill Labossiere driving that.
I think we might be ending getting to the end of this parade now here, John.
I think that may be correct. Which means it's probably safe to step back out.
Yep.
Just not in front of a motorcycle.
I don't want to be hit by anybody from the Plymouth County Sheriff's Department.
You're on camera. I'll come join too. As another 4th of July parade is in the books here in Bridgewater. Don't forget, this is just the first part of a day full of American celebration here, celebrating Independence Day here in Bridgewater, coming up until 3 o'clock. Over on Center Street at the old BR High School, also known as Mitchell at the Middle, Bridgewater Middle. There's a number of schools that it goes by, but the Arts and Music Festival, that goes until 3 o'clock. The carnival takes place starting at 4 o'clock. Ticket sales for that go until 8:15. Make sure you have your ride tickets used until or by 9 o'clock. So that way we can get the fireworks going at 9:30. About a half-hour display, maybe a little under that. But again, this is all thanks to people who donate money to the 4th of July committee, and it is worth showing again because I can actually show a prop on television. Venmo, BW, 4th of July. Told you the P.O. box. There's PayPal information there. way beyond my expertise. But nonetheless, again, give what you can give, and we'll see you coming up at the fireworks tonight down at Legion Field for Mary Evers. And everybody behind the scenes here at BTV, I'm John Luck. Thank you for watching.